Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
That brings in Tommy Edman, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike.
First pitch, wide block.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Batting second, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Edman leads off second with nobody out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
We got 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And here's the 3-2 from him. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. First delivery to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Here he comes on 2-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runner at second here with one man out. Sent out to straightaway center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Nolan Arenado. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. And now Lane Thomas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Nationals, the center fielder.
Wainwright into the windup and delivers. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 3.
So stepping in is number 3. He's ready for his first AB here in this one. And the pitch.
Ball
Too
one.
high, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Here now is Juan Soto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another full count pitch home. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
So the next to bat will be Josh Bell as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
And for me, this is the side he looks more fluid from. A little more control in the swing, and it seems to lead to more consistent contact than from the right side.
Maybe a favorable call there taken for a strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
0-1 pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. First and second now, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Into the box now, Yadier Hernandez. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Two down, runners at first and second. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here it is. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Yadi Molina digging in now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's gone 3 for 11. He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Ball and a strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 2-1.
2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Thomas has it for route number 1.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson. Here's the first pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
At the plate now, Edmundo Sosa. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Sosa is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop. Harrison Bader, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And the payoff pitch. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
It's a nice job by the offensive player right there to stay in there on that fastball. He wanted it back. You could tell he was frustrated. He swung through the pitch before.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 1 for 5. Sosa stands at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thomas is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. The next to bat for St. Louis, Adam Wainwright. And now the first pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-1.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-and-mouse game continues on.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
The catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Wainwright looks in. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A 1-2 from Wainwright.
No pencil off the plate. Ball 2.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw down to first, one away. Next to stand in is Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Garcia is certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
And this will be fouled away.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Full count now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. Striding in is Carter Kieboom. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Tommy Edman, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. From the stretch, trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Set to deliver the 0-1, and he pops him up back behind second base. Garcia stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So 1 gone here in the St. Louis 3rd. And stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch. Here's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And that one yanked just foul. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Tyler O'Neill. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg.
No pitcher.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1-2 to the Nationals pitcher. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Wainwright into the windup. Here's the 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Lane Thomas now. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 3.
So here is number 3, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Misses off the plate.
Outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. He's set and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike, and a count.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Here now the 2-2.
I got 3 and 2.
Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Three-two pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping in next, Yadier Molina flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. Arenado on at first, nobody out. Runners on the move for second. That evens it up 1-1. Runner going a second time. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Popped him up. Garcia shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Standing in now, Dylan Carlson. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
So now to the plate, Edmundo Sosa. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that'll get down out there. And he is in there. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. That'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Adam Wainwright as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. At the plate, Tommy Edman, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Juan Soto.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So that'll bring up Josh Bell, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
In there, no balls and a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Up next, Yadiel Hernandez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind it early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that misses ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way, they'll still wind up with a runner at second and third and still no outs after the ground rule double.
Austin Voth is going to have his work cut out for him here. 2 runners in scoring position, so he'll try to leave them right where they are. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
He takes this one high, 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Goldschmidt, the runner at third. O'Neill is at second with nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And Molina swings and misses that time as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. And now in the box, Dylan Carlson. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
To the plate now, Edmundo Sosa. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Ready with the 1-0. And he misses again. 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Harrison Bader, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base pass if they can get somebody on.
As this is grounded foul off to the left. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Ruiz, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He's a second-year big leaguer. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Next, it'll be Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Carter Kieboom digs in now. Struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Number 88 will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. From the belt, kicks and deals as he lifts it in the air to right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Nationals leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Paulo Espino takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for Washington, number 30, Paulo Espino.
Now it'll be Adam Wainwright getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's out.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Tommy Edman will be next. Swing, strike 2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
The batter, number 19, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tommy Edman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
0-1, here it comes.
1-1.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Wainwright aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit weakly back to the mound. The second for 1. Over to Bell for the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home. 2 out, nobody on. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Redbirds down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 6-0.
Leading up for the Nationals, the center fielder, Lay Thomas.
First delivery to him. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Stepping up is number 3. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Scooped up, and the toss goes to Wainwright at the bag for the out.
Up next,
Juan Soto to the plate now. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up. 7th inning ready to roll, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. First pitch on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo homer off the bat of Tyler O'Neill as this lead swells to 7-0. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. And there's a base hit on the line.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Two balls and a strike to Molina.
1 strike.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
The 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 3-1 pitch. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Kyle McGowan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Dylan Carlson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Has a look, now the pitch. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. Arenado on second. Molina at first with no outs. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate, Edmundo Sosa. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's 1. Relay to Bell, the double play, and that's how the inning ends. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Nationals nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell.
The first baseman.
Wainwright into the windup. Here comes the first pitch as he rips it on the ground to second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box now, Yadier Hernandez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In now, Cabert Ruiz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. A little bouncer. Wainwright still putting up a 0 in the run column through 6 1/3. On the ground up the middle to second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nationals go quietly. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Now to the plate, here is Harrison Bader. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Right.
Standing in now, Adam Wainwright, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The 1-0.
Hey! Nope, outside.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Next up is Tyler O'Neill, who went deep last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
This is why you've always got to be careful with a runner on third. He went with the slider there and just overthrew it and spiked it into the ground. He's going to have a hard time letting that one go.
The 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Goldschmidt, a runner at second with one away. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Chopped to third. And there's out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 9-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And stepping up as the shortstop, Luis Garcia. First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now is Carter Kieboom, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Pitch on the way. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Andrew Stevenson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Andrew Stevenson.
First offering on its way. Cutter low, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're down. Ryan Harper enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now to bat, Yadier Molina. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss.
No
Strike
ball,
2.
strikes.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out. Ball, that pitch out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And now here is Dylan Carlson. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. For the first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in now, Edmundo Sosa, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 1-0. Lined hard towards short. The second for 1. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning ends. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Cardinals 9 and the Nationals nothing. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Lane Thomas. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Wainwright into the windup. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to left. O'Neill is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1.
Ball inside.
2-1 pitches. A sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Sosa is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Next up, Juan Soto. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Last strike now for the Nats. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. St. Louis